Hi there. Welcome to a MAME solo episode of What the F Did We Just Watch? Excuse me. My hair looks like this because I just got it cut, and my stylist is way better at fixing it for me than I ever will be. This is a very special solo episode for a reason. As most of you know, November 8th, we had midterm elections across the country, and it was not the red wave that it was purported to be. Not that that's a big deal. But the reason that I'm coming to you solo today is because if you can, there's Sammy the Shark. As you can see, I'm in my own studio at home and not at Bugs. This is actually Mr. Mame's studio. He's graciously allowed me to use it, but his touch is everywhere, and I wouldn't change that for the world. But the reason that I'm coming to you is regarding the midterm elections on November 8th. As I'm recording this, it is November 12th. It is very early on a Saturday morning, the only day I get to sleep in. But I got up really, really early. One, I have my haircut appointment, and two, I need to talk to you about this. Like I said, it's November 12th, and last night, Mr. Mame and I went on to the voter portal for Louisiana to check the status of our ballots. Just because there's been some confusion, there's been some rumbles about some of these elections not being fairly counted, being tampered with, etc. So we went on to check our ballot status to make sure that it had been counted. And we found this. Now, I don't know what that means. I've currently got a call into the Louisiana Secretary of State, where we vote, Louisiana, to get an answer to this. Because what that looks like to me, to my uneducated eye, is that our ballots have no information. There's nothing to suggest that we voted. There's nothing to suggest how we voted, which I appreciate the privacy concerns in that region, but all you have to do is look at me to know which way I vote, and Mr. Mame is no different. But that was very disturbing to me, for there to be no information regarding our ballots. So the reason that I bring that up is due to the contention amongst the parties on how people are voting, how votes are being counted, and the murmurs and, in some cases, all out shouts of voter fraud, voter tampering, etc. I encourage you, if you have voted in the midterm, to go to your state's Secretary of State voter portal. And in a lot of cases, all you have to do is Google, your state ballot status, and it will bring up the website in order for you to enter your information. It's not a lot of information. It just asks you to enter your name, your zip code that you voted from, and your month and year of birth. They're not asking for your social security. They're not asking for a ton of information, but those are things that you're going to have to put in. Check your ballot status and see if you get the same results that Mr. Mame and I did. I've encouraged some friends to look into theirs, but I haven't heard back from them yet. And of course, I haven't heard from the Secretary of State yet, because today is Saturday. Democracy is so important to them that they take the weekend off after a midterm. That's my own sour opinion about that. But check your ballot status. Look into the Secretary of State website for your state to make sure that your vote was counted, because we're seeing all over the place that people are being elected for positions And the races are very, very close. They're very tight. In some cases, there's going to be a recount. However, if our votes weren't counted, the people being voted into office are not the people that we hired for the job. If there's been an instance of voter suppression or intimidation in your polling site, that's something that you need to contact the voter suppression web or a phone number. I can link that down below. But I think it's vitally important, given these circumstances and these times that we're going through right now, to make sure that your vote has been counted and has been applied. Because here in Louisiana, only 24% of eligible voters voted in the midterm. So 24% of Louisianans chose our new leaders. And that's our job to choose them. They work for us. They don't work for themselves. They're representing us. So if your guy didn't win, I'm not saying that that was on purpose. I'm just saying check your ballot status. If you have any questions, I will, of course, link a number of phone numbers or websites down below to make sure that you're able to check that. And if you find any indication of wrongdoing, you're able to report that. I think it's very, very important that our voices are heard. I think that your voice matters as much as mine does, as much as anybody else's does. So make sure you check your ballot status, make sure your vote was counted, and reach out to authorities if you feel like there's something going on. I will keep you updated if I can, if the Secretary of State reaches out to me and lets me know that there was or was not an issue. But in any case, take responsibility for your vote and make sure it counts. All right. So we'll see you on our next upload, which will be Monday. Sorry, Bug's not here with me today. But like I said, I am filming this from my home studio and it's gray and raining and we can't be bothered to travel on days like that. So we'll see you soon. All right. Bye.